Okay, today's kitchen counter talk, I have a confession. For years, I thought I was being supportive. Turns out, a lot of the time, I was taking over. Now, before y'all get to judging me, let me explain. I genuinely wanted to help. I wasn't trying to control anybody. I wasn't even trying to run their life. I wasn't trying to make decisions for them. I cared. And because I cared, I thought support meant stepping in, fixing the problem, finding the answer, preventing the consequences, making sure everything worked out. And if I'm really honest, there was times when I was working harder on somebody else's life more than they were. Maybe you've never done that. Maybe you've never stayed up worrying about somebody who was sleeping just fine. Maybe you've never spent hours trying to figure out a solution for somebody who wasn't even looking for one. Maybe you've never carried the emotional weight of a decision that wasn't even yours to make, but I have. And eventually I started noticing something. I was exhausted. Not because I didn't care, but because I had confused support with responsibility. I thought being supportive meant carrying it. I thought being supportive meant fixing it. I thought being supportive meant making sure everything turned out okay. And then one day it hit me. What if support doesn't mean taking over? What if support means standing beside someone instead of standing in front of them? Think about how often we do this. A friend tells us about a problem. Before they finish talking, we're offering solutions. Our child is struggling. We're already trying to figure out how to make it easier. A coworker is frustrated. We're jumping in to handle it. Someone we love is facing consequences. We're trying to protect them from feeling the impact. And most of the time, we call it helping. But is it? Or is it possible that sometimes we're stepping into a role that was never ours? One of the hardest lessons I've learned as both a therapist and a coach is that support and solving are not the same thing. Support says, I'm here, I care, I'll walk with you, I believe in you. Solving says, move over, I'll handle it, I'll figure it out, I'll make sure this works. And here's the problem. When we solve things that aren't ours to solve, we accidentally communicate something we never intended to communicate. We communicate, I don't think you can handle this. Now, we would never say those words out loud, but sometimes our actions say it for us. Because every time we rush in, we rescue, we remove consequences, or take over, we rob people of the opportunity to develop confidence, resilience, problem-solving skills, and ownership. And let's be honest, sometimes we're not taking over because they need us to. Sometimes we're taking over because their discomfort makes us uncomfortable. That's a different conversation. But sometimes we're trying to fix their anxiety because we don't like feeling anxious. Sometimes we're trying to fix their pain because we don't like watching people hurt. That's a big one for me. Sometimes we're trying to fix their situation because we don't trust the process. Or maybe we don't trust them. Or maybe we don't trust ourselves. But either way, we step in. And then we wonder why we're exhausted. Because we weren't designed to carry responsibilities that belong to other people. Support is lighter. Support doesn't require ownership. Support doesn't require control. Support says, I'm here with you to help you figure it out. And that's simple. But for helpers, leaders, parents, coaches, therapists, people who care deeply, it's one of the hardest things in the world. Because sometimes doing less feels like not caring. When really doing less may exactly be what the other person needs. Not because you stopped loving them, but because you started trusting them. So here's the question I've been sitting with lately. Where in your life have you confused support with responsibility? Where have you crossed the line from helping to taking over? And what might change if you step back just enough to walk beside someone instead of carrying them? Because support doesn't mean doing it for them. Support means believing they can do it. And that's today's Kitchen Counter Talk, y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's one area where you've had to learn the difference between supporting someone and taking over? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But if it's you, drop something in the comments below. I would love to hear from you.